Greetings my dears in love and light. Nikki Sutton here. Now here are 7 reasons why people just won't wake up. Now that's a funny thing to say. What do you mean they won't wake up? Well, have you ever come across someone who, no matter what you say about spirituality or the benefits of meditation or paranormal experiences or extraterrestrial intelligence or conspiracy theories or you name it, anything, no matter what you say to them, it's just like, oh, no, not accepting that, no. Sometimes there'll be a bit of fear on their face, might be fear of you, maybe fear of the topic, but just lockdown. No, don't accept that. I'm an atheist. I don't accept any of that. Or they just base everything on science. Can I just say one thing about science? Is that science has not discovered everything yet. Plus, many scientists are atheists and they will hang on to the Newtonian paradigm for as long as they can because their jobs depend on it. But more and more scientists are coming around. So when someone says, I believe in science, well, you say science hasn't discovered everything yet. And in fact, it's coming around to spirituality, so you'll get there in the end. But this isn't about spreading dogma or anything. It's about helping people sometimes to realise a little something that will help them feel happier. You know, where's inner peace found? Or help them realise their true nature, or help them realise the true nature of reality. And you think, well, why can't they just wake up a little bit? Okay, so reason number 1 is that there's a cognitive dissonance going on. That's where the new information disagrees so strongly with the held belief that there's a dissonance, a rejection, and that can be quite an unpleasant feeling. And that dissonance creates this feeling of, no, that doesn't add up. Ooh, that's no good. I don't agree with that. So the reason for that is because there's very strongly held beliefs that when you introduce an opposing belief, it's the dissonance. What a load of rubbish. I can't accept that. That's woo-woo. Or whatever they think it is. And it is due to those strongly held beliefs. So one reason why people won't wake up is because they have been ingrained with strongly held beliefs which form part of their paradigm, part of their illusion, and most importantly, part of their ego. It's a sense of who they are. Now, we wouldn't want to damage the sense of who they are, would we? Because then it might send them into a spiritual awakening and perhaps into a dark night of the soul. We've been there, some of us, haven't we? We have to get through these things if we do indeed wake up. So, yes, number 1, the cognitive dissonance. Number 2 is simply that they won't let go of their beliefs that cause the cognitive dissonance. So, why won't they let go of their beliefs? As I touched upon, it forms part of who they are. So if they believe that they're in a physical reality that's totally physical under Newtonian laws, and that makes them feel safe. If you were to introduce it there's possibly extraterrestrial life, that would make you feel unsafe. Or if you were to introduce the concept that reality is mostly made of empty space and a few atoms here and there, and that this hard stuff isn't real, it's all sort of in the mind, that they won't let go of those held beliefs that they're in a tangible reality, because they introduce the problem of, well, what am I in then? And that makes you feel unsafe. Your beliefs form your ego that makes you feel safe and supported. You know where you stand. If you start shaking those foundations, then you don't know where you stand anymore. It can dent your confidence and make it difficult to function in life until you remake new beliefs that you're happy with. So that's why people don't like to let go of their old beliefs, because it forms part of their ego safety structure. So number 3 on reasons why people just won't wake up is that, well, some people are just programmed or destined to wake up. So I know that I was always a bit spiritual and had ideas about reality as a kid, but I believe I was triggered or programmed to wake up at a certain point in time. And that was my destiny, if you like. Now, others may not have that on their path, and they are just destined to have an experience, a whole life experience, which does not involve a spiritual awakening or an awakening to the true nature of reality or themselves in any way. It's just not part of their learning and experience aims in this lifetime. And number 4 on why people just won't wake up is that some people are earthlings. We're all as important as each other. Some, however, have progressed to higher densities of existence. Others are still 3rd density and have worked to that point. They'll eventually get there. It doesn't make anyone more special or better than anyone else. So if they're still going through 3rd density lessons, their consciousness may not be at a point where they're able to wake up yet. They're just not there yet. All they're able to deal with is life as it's going on in front of them, the 5 sense reality, and that's just the way they are, and any more wouldn't make sense. Okay, number 5 on why people just won't wake up is potentially that they're in some kind of loop, trapped in a loop, maybe a karmic loop, a loop of confusion or being stuck in the paradigm, and that's just design, a loop that's just not their path to get to grips with 4th density realizations or further realizations. And the next one is that most people just soak up the information given to them by media, by politics, by movies, by social consensus. So they just soak up what is given and don't tend to disagree. Well, it causes cognitive dissonance, doesn't it? And don't tend to disagree with the existing paradigm in any way. It's just the reality that's given, and that there's no thought of anything possibly being outside of that. And again, that's not anyone's fault. Everyone's different. They're just not ready again, and it doesn't make awakened people more special. It doesn't make them more special. Everyone is a consciousness on their path, but they're just not ready to question the illusion, the paradigm, and beliefs that are given to them. And number 7, if I've counted right, is that even in the face of irrefutable evidence, someone will still not wake up. Now, I have a family member. He doesn't usually watch my videos. Sometimes he has a look through the comments just for fun. A young family member who doesn't believe in any of this. Sometimes I can see there's a little something, but he kind of says he's not ready to take on board these topics yet. I think he wants to enjoy this life without taking on board these bigger things. And why is that? You know, that's a cognitive dissonance again. He's happy in his paradigm. He's happy in the 3rd density reality. He doesn't want to take that other pill in the matrix. He's happy. So even in the face of irrefutable evidence, which I sometimes present and he may see himself, he chooses to ignore it. He might take it in, but it doesn't want to break his existing paradigm. So know that when you come across someone who does not accept anything that you suggest, even in the face of evidence, or they accept it and then go back to not really believing it, it may be that they've chosen that consciously because they're happy as they are, or the cognitive dissonance is too much to break those original beliefs. So we don't feel negative for anyone like that. They will get there on their path sooner or later. It's not all about trying to wake up as many people as possible. You can drop hints and seeds of thought here and there, and they might just germinate and grow. It but they might not. But we can only do our best. And if you do wake someone up, be aware that they might go through that accelerated learning and experience, realise a lot of things at once and potentially enter the dark night of the soul. I have a video on that if you search for it. And then maybe be there to support them a little bit if you can. But yes, why won't some people wake up? It's just not their time, just not ready. So don't get frustrated, don't judge. Remember to have love for everyone and everything, which we're working on, aren't we? So leave a comment on what you think about people that just won't wake up, or if you've had experiences with, let's say, family members who just totally reject everything you say, or friends that do the same, and let others know about it. And don't forget to click subscribe if you're not already a subscriber to receive regular spiritual inspiration on your journey through life. Like and share also, because we're raising a mass vibration together. So go now, in love and peace.